Hey, Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Performance Tool grip tape. So we have two different kinds. We're going to have some that's going to be more like a caution tape, and then one that's just going to be black. This is going to be great for grip. It is going to be 16 foot long, so we have plenty here to finish anything we need on a camper or anything like that. And it is going to be 2 inches thick. So what I'm going to do is I talked to Jake. He owns this camper, and he wanted a little bit more on his steps because they just have these little strips and it's kind of indented in. So what he wants me to do is put some in between right here and then one up top, and then we'll see exactly how much we have left after that. All you need is scissors. So it is really thick stuff, but you just need normal scissors. These aren't any crazy thing at all. So just kind of get an idea of how long we want it. Probably about there. Cut it, and just like any normal sticker, you just peel the back off. If you got fingernails, they do come in handy. Pull that off. And it is extremely sticky, so if you should prepare the surface for sure, but try to get it as straight as you can. Kind of like that. And you're not really going to be able to run your hand on it because it kind of hurts. But that's good. So let's just keep going. I'm just going to do the rest of these steps. So put a strip up here, put 2 here, 1 on each of the other steps, and I still got a bunch left. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the ladder in the back. It's another thing we put our feet on, and it's another thing we don't want to slip on. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I have a little bit more left, I'll put something on the roof, but we'll see. All right, these are a little bit shorter. I don't want them to pop up like that, so I want to make sure. Get it perfect. There you go. It is getting a little bit harder. Get this backing stuff off. Which I guess that's good. It definitely is sticky. So I'm going to do it closer to this far edge. Super sticky. Cool. That actually looks better too, in my opinion. Looks really good. So we will keep going. Well, as you can see, I got the whole entire ladder done, and it looks really good. It looks a lot better than just that aluminum, and it's going to be a lot less maintenance to upkeep it because aluminum just starts to fade and stuff over time. But I think that looks really good, and I still have more left, so I'm going to figure out what to do with the rest of this. Whenever I'm loading stuff onto my roof, whether it's just loading up my basket or just using the roller on the back of my roof rack to load a kayak, I always use this, and it does move around a little bit. So I put that on there, and I still got more. So now we're getting really creative to figure out what to do with the rest of this stuff. So whenever I'm loading up my mower on this tilt trailer, we have this big piece of metal. And I don't know if you can see it, but we do have wear marks here. So I do slide a lot right here and right here. Ideally, I would put one along the whole entire thing, but I think we're cutting it kind of close. Okay, so I'm already out. So what I'm gonna do, this isn't really gonna cover it, so I'm gonna fold this in half to get 2 perfect pieces. Just like this. And then cut it up. All right, so this is the wear that I caused for my mower. You can kind of see it. It's a little different. So I wanted this to be as symmetrical as possible. So I'm going to put it evenly between these 2 guys. I kind of want to bend it around too. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to completely split it, but I'm going to do something like that. We'll see if it stays. I'm curious to see how it does around corners. It is relatively thick, but I think with the adhesive being so strong, I think it'll stick. And this is pretty clean metal too, so let's see what we got. All right, from there to there. Just like that. And then just bend it around, see how well it does. Actually looks pretty clean. It definitely feels like it's gonna stick. So that's good. Let's move to the other side. That actually looks really awesome. You can't really tell either. So probably right around here. And the same with this side. I like to make the bend first before I really put it down. And pull down whenever we're getting that in there. Cool. All right. I think we are good to go. For this tape, this is gonna be for like your shop or something. The adhesive is gonna be able to stick to basically anything. It does have a PVC backing, so it's gonna resist against all the oils or grease or even just UV rays if you have it outside. So this is just gonna be for some of the more hazardous places. Like right here, whenever it rains or it snows, it gets kind of slick. So putting a couple strips right here just to make sure people don't slip and to let them know that it is kind of a dangerous area whenever it gets wet. This is great for that. But also for some of the obstructions, like if you have a crack or a big bump or something like that, something that you need to take caution with, this is gonna be great for that. I'm not gonna put it here right now, but this would be a great place to put something because it does get really slick in the winter months. We have a couple different options on our website. One that sets this apart from the others is just the pattern and the color. So if you need something like that, you can grab this. But we have other brands that carry them too, not just Performance Tool, and they're really just the same. It's extremely grippy stuff. They're all as sticky as they are, but there are different lengths. So you saw how 16 foot, we kind of had to find a place for the excess that we had left over after we took care of our camper. So 16 might be a little big if you're just putting it to your camper, but we have a 10 foot, but it's not Performance Tool, but that's okay because it's the same exact thing. And that would be perfect just for one camper project. But we also have a 60 foot roll as well. And it's again, the same exact thing, not this color, it's just all black. But if you have a bunch of different stuff and you know you're gonna be able to use it, especially if you own a business, you can definitely grab the bigger roll. But when comparing this one to other brands that we carry, it's all the same stuff. And that'll do it for a look at the Performance Tool grip tapes.